Welcome to Fireside Giants. My name is Alex. As you've probably heard, Kenny Golladay will be visiting with the New York Giants today. As I reported yesterday, a lot of people didn't seem to believe me, but here we are. The Giants will be hosting Kenny Golladay this afternoon and into the evening while he does meet with Joe Judge, probably Dave Gettleman, the coaching staff, a couple of them at least, and gets a physical done because this is kind of this is game time for the Giants and Kenny Golladay. You know, Kenny does want to be in New York. That is a known fact at this point. He's been pushing to come to New York for quite some time. Saquon Barkley has been trying to recruit him, being vocal on social media, retweeting and liking a lot of different things, suggesting the Giants should be pursuing him. Now, there's a couple factors to play into this, and I just kind of want to break them down. Kenny Golladay will probably get a decent contract, but I don't think it's going to be anything out of this world. For example, Allen Robinson, coming off an ACL tear, landed a 3-year, $42 million deal with the Chicago Bears. That was worth $14 million per season, coming off an ACL tear. Now, I want to just get one thing across, and it's that Kenny Golladay had a better rookie 4 years than Allen Robinson did. You know, he had better statistics, more touchdowns, pretty much head and shoulders above Allen Robinson. And Allen Robinson got a massive deal coming off an ACL tear. He was the best wide receiver on the market, and he got paid $14 million despite the injury. Now, Kenny Golladay is probably going to make somewhere in that same range if I were to guess. I would say it's almost an identical contract. 3 years, $42 million, maybe even 2 years at $14 million per season, $28 million. So we'll see what happens here. We'll see how the Giants maneuver around this. But also Joe Judge, I really like the fact that he likes to bring in guys just to try to gauge their interest, gauge their fit with the team itself, because you know the Giants are trying to build a culture here, and Joe Judge has done a phenomenal job building this culture around the new pieces, the veterans on the team, and around Daniel Jones on offense with Saquon Barkley. There's some really, really great guys on both sides of the ball, and the coaching staff is really keeping people in line. But Judge has really put forth this new kind of narrative with the culture, a major shift. Despite some of the stuff that happened, Mark Colombo being fired, Golden Tate yelling into the thing to give him more targets, DeAndre Baker's situation, which is not Judge's fault. That happened as an anomaly, after he was drafted. But, for the most part, Judge did a pretty good job. Anybody that needed discipline or authority was given it. They were handled appropriately. Everybody was treated the same. The coaches ran laps too, which is pretty insane. Never heard of that before. But Kenny Golladay, man, he is going to bring another element to this offense that we haven't seen in quite some time. Not even OBJ really had that element because they're totally different players. OBJ was obviously an absolute beast and offered insane production in his own way. But Kenny Golladay is the perfect scheme fit for Jason Garrett. And you ask why? He's a massive guy. He's 6 foot, 6'4", 214 pounds. He can go up and get those 50-50 balls. He can dominate in man coverage. He has a Pro Bowl to his name already in 2019 where he hauled in 65 receptions for 1,190 yards and double-digit 11 touchdowns, 11 scores. And he was a massive red zone threat, caught 56% of his targets. And the Giants have a lot more weapons now. They have Saquon Barkley coming back. They got John Ross. They got Sterling Shepard, Dante Pettis, Darius Slayton, Evan Ingram. Throw Evan Ingram in there. People hate it when I put him in the group, but I think with a little bit less attention going to him, it'll really allow him to calm down and make a couple more plays on the ball. So we'll see how that works out. But right now, we're excited. Kenny Golladay on his way to New York to meet with the Giants this afternoon into the evening. We'll see if it's a good fit, if the money's right, if his physical comes back good. He had a hamstring and hip issue last year. He only played in 5 games, so he did miss a good chunk of time. So that's something the Giants need to be taking very seriously. And they didn't want to get a third-party recommendation from, regarding his health. They wanted to do it themselves. They want to see if they're investing big money, multiple years, in a player like Kenny Golladay. They want to make sure he's healthy and he's in their facilities to make sure he's healthy, because that way you have your astute knowledge instead of relying on a third party that could be tampered with. You never know with these things. So this is really awesome, really exciting news. I'm really excited to share this with you guys. And then I did report this yesterday, so even if I don't get credit for it, I'd like you guys to know that I was on top of it. I'm working really hard to make sure you guys get all the good information that you deserve. And we're taking care of you guys over here at Fireside Giants. So really much love, and I hope to catch you guys on the next video. Have a good one.